Welcome to the PDR Workshop live show where we are going to be talking about if you only had time for one platform, one social media platform, which one will it be? If you're a PDR business, that's all we know about, right? At least for right now. So joining me, as always, Dave O from
What's
Dentless
up, guys?
Dave, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I'm excited to be here. It's just kind of a little impromptu talk that we're doing here. And we've been testing out just different platforms and stuff like that throughout the last couple of years, myself, yourself, together.
Yeah.
And we're just starting to see which ones work and which ones, I don't want to say don't, but just ones yield better results than the others for us. So, and just we have our own personal opinions, I think, on the platforms themselves, but the ones that actually yield results, we're seeing the fruits of the work that we've actually put in to these platforms now.
Gotcha. All right, so as always, what we're trying to do now is start off with the news.
Yeah.
Dave brings that for us. So Dave, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just came across this article the other day. It's pretty recent, and I know you're a huge fan of them. I don't know if you're going to be a fan of them because of this, but Amazon is expanding into the auto industry. I know you've been kind of talking about it, and you just the way you talk and just kind of project certain companies and stuff like that and what they're going to do. They're expanding into the auto industry, so they're going to invest into transportation and automotive, and it's going to possibly bring competition with UPS, Uber, just regular delivery service, because now customers are going to be able to actually just get what they need from Amazon, just like they do everything else. I'm sure soon starting to be delivered through Amazon right to your front door, sometimes same day, sometimes within a couple hours. You need that gasket, you need that filter, you need that light bulb, you need that bolt.
And they're logistic monsters. Them and Google, and maybe Walmart is getting helped by Google to get streamline their little system to kind of beat out Amazon in certain ways. But Amazon seems like it's so big now with the cloud
and with the
services,
delivery. I mean, they're already
receiving.
doing delivery now with the Prime. So it's just like now it's automotive. It's just another. So now our automotive shops or body shops going to be start to use same day stuff, just order through Amazon instead of using CarQuest, LKQ, whatever alloy wheel repair. Are they going to be?
LKQ will have an issue with that.
I'm sure someone's going to have an issue.
LKQ, because they're so well established, they actually might use Amazon.
Amazon will use LKQ as a sub. Amazon's bigger than LKQ.
Yeah, but
so it's like, hey, we're the big ones. Sorry, you've been delivering for years, LKQ, and we appreciate it. But now we're gonna come in and we need everyone you have. Now you're gonna be delivering for us.
Yeah, and just from LK, I don't know a little bit about LKQ, and most likely they get deals with part manufacturers, and they store them at their gigafactory. To my mind, it was like 250,000 square feet when I went to go visit. So with that being said, that's small in comparison to Amazon. They just say
exactly.
What do you want?
It's like an acquisition. Here you go.
There you go.
Next, and that's
now they're in the
LKQ's a huge company. I mean, they're nationwide.
But not big enough.
Obviously, I know it's crazy. So I wonder how that's going to just affect the automotive industry just as a whole. I'm sure a lot of the accounts that we service, body shop wise, maybe even dealership too, their service departments, stuff like that.
I think you have to look at it from this angle: is FedEx and UPS, they have such large contracts, and it's kind of that labor industry is kind of dwindling. The drivers want to get paid more due to probably inflation. People don't want to ship things for that amount of money, so the price for shipping kind of stays the same. And then now with Amazon, they've pretty much created this mold of you can get things next day air and don't have to pay a premium, or next day and don't have to pay or same day and don't really have to pay a premium. So I think for FedEx and UPS, they have to keep up with that, and that's a lot of expensive. I haven't done the research on their profit margin, but I can only imagine that Amazon's set up to not even make that much profit based on what they actually total sales. But the crazy thing about it is I think the industry in the delivering service is going to change. If you're a driver or any of that, I would watch out. It would not
Yeah.
be a career that you can take 20 to 25 years. So if you're renting or leasing or owning a truck and you plan on buying 50 trucks, and it won't be overnight,
for
but
100.
it can be overnight. And then the only person that's going to benefit from this is either Google's self-driving cars or what I keep saying, Tesla and his self-driving cars. And it's the data that he has. It's not the car. Who cares about the car? It's the data that
From the car.
International has to put inside their trucks so that it actually works.
Makes sense.
That industry right now, the delivering and just people transportation industry,
Logistics
is going to be the next impact industry. Almost like an encyclopedia. Like the encyclopedia still works. It's just online. It's not the row of encyclopedias you used to buy. I mean, I was cleaning out houses with my brother, and people were leaving encyclopedias, and we were happy that they had them.
Yeah.
And we would take them, stack them, clean them up. It looked nice.
Yeah, they're
it's kind
great.
of like this bookshelf right here. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it was nice to have an encyclopedia.
A full set,
Right.
yeah, all the
man.
volumes. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
cool.
And so we would spend
Now it's cool, I think.
Well, I mean, even back then, it was something that we can go to, get some research on.
Yeah, and now it's more nostalgic.
Yeah.
And the use for it isn't there, but it's nice to actually have.
But it's on the computer. So
Right.
now the leverage that these places, the encyclopedia place, $500, $600, $700, whatever. I wasn't in the
avenue to get the information is now.
It's different, and pretty much it's free now.
And it's going to be the same you're saying for
It's
logistics.
Right. So the next 20 to 25 years, logistically on like driving, Uber, these scooters, everything that it comes to delivering, it's going to be crazy.
And you think it's all going to be impacted by Amazon?
Well, if you look at the financial side of it, Amazon has the finances,
capability to do that if they want to.
Everything that they get into, they are pretty good at.
Yeah.
They don't really get into anything, and they're like the bottom level. Other than like the Amazon Prime Video, I don't think it's pretty good. But
Yeah.
I mean, they got a couple of new documentaries coming out there, and that's been growing.
They're coming with the originals, kind of
Right.
like Netflix and their whole thing. So
and I don't think they
it's-
have to be number one or number two. I think really if they just sit at number three
just
on
there.
that, and it's a free service once you get Prime.
Yeah.
So at that, I'm not paying anything extra for that service other than Prime. So to be number three and get it for free in my eyes,
because they're most likely going to be using the other stuff to
right?
buying products from me and stuff like that, adding it to the cart, check it out, and go.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I mean, so yeah, they're breaking into the automotive industry, so it's definitely going to be fun to watch in the next couple of years to kind of just see where they go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm now that you said it, because this is like the first time hearing, I'm thinking, all right, where's avenues to make money off of this deal, or at least be on the other side?
Forefront, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you kind of know that they're breaking into it, what's a way to leverage
Of course.
Amazon coming in and breaking up and disrupting a whole industry? That means there's going to be room for opportunity there.
Always.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun.
When change happens,
Definitely
there's
gonna be
always room
fun.
for opportunity. So no comments this week. If you guys have any questions for us, we're going to start implementing a little Q&A session right after the news session, and we'll just go through the comments. So in the video, there's a live chat when we do premiere it, but go inside the video, give it a thumbs up, of course, and then in the comments, just leave any questions you may have, and we'll get back to you in the next video. These are recorded, pre-recorded, so we'll get back to you within 2 to 3 videos, because we record like 3 or 4 of them a day, guys, just so you know. And the giveaways are in the link below. Because these are pre-recorded, I'm actually don't know when these things are going to be released, so I don't know what we're going to be giving away. So I think it's just easier for me to tell you guys that the giveaway will be a little link in the description, so check that out. Really easy to enter. We'll probably play around with the ways to enter, but for right now, it's just pretty simple. Like us on Instagram, maybe YouTube subscription, subscribe, and go from there. It's pretty simple. We just want to give back to you guys. Also, at this point, let's thank our sponsors, Blim Tools, Mobile Tech RX, and Dentcraft Tools. So if you want to support the channel, guys, you can do that a couple of ways, or pretty much all of them, I would recommend. Give us a thumbs up, share our videos, and then head over to their website. And if there's anything in their lineup, just purchase through them. We appreciate it. That's it. So, topic.
Yeah.
If you had one social platform, Dave, what would it be?
YouTube.
What? I thought you were going to say something else.
You probably thought I was going to say
Yeah.
Facebook or something.
I thought you were going to
Say
say
Instagram.
Instagram.
Why?
Because you're on it all the time. You remind me to post
But
on
so are
Instagram.
you.
I'm barely on on it, man. I'm barely on anything other than YouTube.
What do you do? I mean, like, you're on it. Like, you're on it just as much. I mean,
I'm on it, but I guess
the
I'm
next.
more, yeah, you're right.
But you're doing the same thing. You're just scrolling. You're just
through. Yeah, it's a quick 3 minutes. Let me just see what's going on. Like a few pictures, keep it moving.
And I figured I had a hunch that you thought that I was gonna not say YouTube, but from what I've seen and just from other channels, our channel, it's not about to me. It's not about even the avenue of making money with the platform. That's a huge avenue with this platform, YouTube. Like, that's such a cool part of using this platform. Just having another
like AdSense.
Yeah, I mean, just another source of revenue coming into your business if you utilize it correctly, right? Like, that's such a great. And I think a lot of people focus on that part because they want that to be their sole income. It's not for us, right?
Right.
We utilize it for information, and that's what we deliver upon. We deliver information through that platform. Our industry is so small and it's such a small niche that we need to deliver information. We need to educate our customer. YouTube is the best platform for that. It allows us to have anywhere between 5 to 15-minute videos on what we actually do.
Yeah, it's still unknown. I mean, we got a couple of customer reviews, and
customers every single day.
They don't know what we do.
I feel like they're paying us for the service. They don't know how we did it, right? And YouTube, with the brand being so, I don't even know how to explain that. I guess the way the brand is portrayed through YouTube, it just gives it such a strong.
And then YouTube by itself is turning into what I call YouTube University.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned how to TIG weld on YouTube. I learned about different things, documentaries. I mean, on YouTube. I'm not the type of person that watches, vlogging and guys just acting a fool. I don't watch any of that stuff. I use YouTube for information.
Yeah.
And now that I'm obviously reading more, I'm starting to get into Medium as a platform to just read instead of watching a guy, for 10 minutes talk about the one or two things that'll
change your life.
Or that I already knew a bunch of the stuff and just looking for that one or two things.
The key.
Yeah, exactly. I guess the key or something different, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can get to it quicker by reading, just how I feel currently, literally like this month.
So you asked me what platform, and I'm going to assume yours is the same.
It is YouTube.
Yeah.
I think YouTube. Now, I think it's a close second with Instagram.
Okay.
I think it's
for business.
For business.
Okay.
And so I just did, some research. We've been testing it out. We've been running YouTube for around 3 years, and then Instagram around the same. I think I have a pretty good sense of Instagram with over 4,000 followers, and then a YouTube channel about 40,000.
Organic, right? Is it organic?
Organic, yeah. So I have 4,000 organic. Yeah. I wish I had 50,000, 40,000 on Instagram because I can get the swipe up feature to the video. But it is what it is. I like the slow growth, but I have 4,000 organic followers on Instagram. But when I post, I do get probably about every time I post a picture or a story, I do get one message. And I think if I keep posting more, I would probably get about maybe 4 messages on Instagram. Now we do have other,
and they're all PDR related, right?
Yeah,
it's what you posted. What you posted was a reminder for someone looking at this. Hey, that's right. I was going to ask Chris that one question, or I was going to ask Dentless Touch that one question.
And some of them are local.
Yeah.
Some of them are like a collision center. If I see them follow me or liking pictures, I kind of locate where they're at and then go out and introduce myself. It's a weird. There's kind of mix of like ground root. What is it?
Grassroots marketing.
Yeah, marketing where you post a picture, they like it, they follow you, communicate a little bit, and then next week, 2 weeks, I'm there going, hey, introducing myself. We kind of just build that
DM feature
bond.
is huge. I mean, it gives you a little more personal, just like an instant messenger or any sort of text messages. It gives you that kind of just that one step further in the connection that you're trying to build with whoever you're messaging.
And Instagram is a close second, if not actually first, is because I've watched Lee from I think it's Ding King, and I watch him grow his Instagram. I don't know if he knows about those metrics and analytics and how to grow an Instagram channel. I'm sorry, YouTube page. But I've watched his last couple of posts, and they're getting 200, 300 likes. And that's pretty impressive.
Before when you were watching.
Right, which was like 2 years ago when he just started his company, just started his Instagram. And what I noticed is that Lee will go onto your story or your picture and always leave
a nice comment.
Yeah. And I really enjoy that, but that's helped him propel his Instagram. And I would think that at least Instagram is doing something for him. Now, if you're just randomly posting pictures or paying someone to just post random pictures and nothing, I don't know if Instagram's going to be a good option for you at that point. Now, we're talking about social media platforms
for the business too. So that's
AdWords, does very well if you know what you're doing with that. But on the free stuff, free things, I think it's IG because it's easier. From what Lee is doing, you can kind of do that within like 30 minutes a day, I would think.
Yeah.
And then just comment on a lot of people's pictures. Now, he is commenting on a lot of Dent guys' pictures.
Correct.
So one thing that I do is go in to like dealerships, and I see people they always do, just bought my new Toyota.
Yep.
And then I always comment on that picture.
Yes.
Hey, congrats. Looks like a very nice
something
car.
Just so
whatever.
That comment is there, and it's not for. It's for the customer, and for me, like because I do the same.
Yeah.
For me, it's about that account,
right?
And I know it's probably not the owner GM running that Instagram or whatever. Look at my new car, but that comment is there. So if they do happen to scroll across it when they're at home, let me see what my Lexus dealer is posting. Mm-hmm. Oh, Dentless Touch, what's this? Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then it's just you already got them, you've captured them because now they're going into the Instagram, then it's the YouTube, and then it's the this, and then it's the that. So, for me, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Second is Instagram.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say because of the IGTV that Instagram is probably going to be right neck and neck with YouTube. The paid, the money making part is not there with Instagram,
and
right?
That's why Instagram IGTV hasn't really captured those people. But I actually enjoy watching IGTV. Other than if I turn my phone off, I can't listen. So there's a little things that Instagram needs to do to kind of compete against YouTube. But I think it is good to do IGTV. But IGTV, you're not going to be making those videos and just only posting on IGTV.
Right.
That's probably more of
it's curated content that's distributed throughout the platforms, and it's created for that.
Going to IGTV.
Correct.
And so then that's when YouTube wins, because now the production on YouTube needs to be up to par.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Dent Guys videos, and it's just from the cell phone. It works. But there's
that's what
no
we've been for the last couple of years. That's what we've been preaching. If you don't have anything, if you don't have a setup with cameras, a cell phone is okay. Especially with the cell phones these days. They're recording in 1080p, some at 60 frames per second,
4K,
some 4K. So a cell phone is fine. It's invest a little bit into that setup though. Maybe get the little gimbal, maybe get the little tripod. That's the type of stuff that's going to really just even take that cell phone video to the next level and be able to kind of create decent content for YouTube.
And so just quickly, YouTube, cell phone, I prefer obviously the iPhone. You can shoot in 4K or 1080, whatever that may be.
Upload right from the phone if you want to.
Mic is always important. You can just plug right into the USB. Rode actually sells I think it's lightning cable to mic, whatever it is.
Do you think
lavalier mic?
Do you think that just younger creators, and maybe not younger creators, but I guess people trying to develop content for their business don't realize that audio is as important as it really
I think so.
Really is.
But YouTube, especially for the content we got, they're nice comments that come in. Like, they really ultimately want to make your video better. They're just not trying to like slander you.
Yeah.
So they'll say something like, "Man, I wish the audio was better." And
you're sitting here with your cell phone like, "Man, I don't know how."
Right. And so
that's
go
you diving
a
little bit deeper, and they have stuff. They have accessories for the phone.
All you need, really, your cell phone, and then a storyline. And so map that out. Sit down and say, what do I need? What do I want to portray in this video?
And for us, it's typically pretty easy, right?
Yep.
It's a before, it's a middle, it's an after.
What
and
tools?
The middle can be anything.
Yep.
It could be how you're doing it. It could be what tools you used. It could be what kind of car. It could be information about the car, information on how you're going to fix it. But it needs that little middle. But, it's very simple kind of in our line of work. You have the before. someone has a dent on their car. This is what it looks like.
Right.
You have all the meat and potatoes in the middle.
You just figure out what am I trying to portray in that message. So every video that I do, I'm trying to the damage is here.
Here's the damage.
How the damage happened, which I'm trying to portray that this damage can happen to almost anybody.
Yep.
Then how I repair it. I'm trying to give some type of information about the length of the repair. You know, that it is more than what they can
Difficulties,
do. Right.
obstacles,
exactly.
tools.
And for a customer that just has a car that probably won't do the DIY, he's looking at it and respecting it more, going, man, he's on his hands and knees. Oh, he has to lift the car. Oh, he has to take things apart. So that's what I'm trying to portray. And then after. And also the entire environment. So what we wear, how we present ourselves, how we talk. That's it. I mean, we're all scared in front of a camera. They're going to go right past that. Because once you start talking about dents, and
that's what they're
repair,
there for.
Oh, that's when you're going to click because it's going to be second nature. You know what you're talking about there. It's just greeting greeting here. I mean,
greeting
I
the
right
camera.
now.
Yeah,
it's
greeting the camera.
I'm trying to, right now talking to you, I'm like, I'll get my thoughts together. But once I get in a rhythm, talking about stuff that you really, really know about for the last 30 years.
You blank out and just start talking.
And that's what it is. The more information, the better. And I think that's why the industry was hurting for the last 20 years because they wanted to keep everything closed up. I mean, I do get comments saying you're releasing a lot of information. Why? Doesn't make any sense. And I tell them straight up, your way has not done anything for the industry. But the way that we're exposing more and more people that would have took their car to the body shop. Not just me, but everybody that's contributing to YouTube and social media. They're able to capture more and more customers. I told you I go to business events with my wife.
Yeah.
And what do you do? PDR. There's only one guy out of 100 people that may know what PDR are.
Yeah.
Guys. So 1%. Let's just be fair and say 5% of people out here know that PDR even exists.
Right.
There's a lot more money for everybody. We don't have to fight off of 5% of the guys that know about PDR. So for me, that's how I use YouTube, and it's nice to be. The company itself. I've used to share other people's video, like, hey, here's a video of a repair being done. Try to get the furthest out guy, which was always like, Mike, you're not going to California, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. And I'll say, I could do this too, so just let me know. So it was nice, and that's what kind of started me. Like, you know what? I'm coming up with this 10-year anniversary today as we sit there and talk, and YouTube is able to say, this is what I can do. At first, it was because it was just me. I wasn't really.
Right.
When I first started YouTube,
it was you.
It was just me.
Yeah, and people can see that progression. I mean, I told you the other day, I see the progression. Just even, we have a batch list of photos that we use, and it's something that Chris has created over the course of his career.
1,300 photos.
It seems like, and I mean, it's like day one when he first had a tool in his hand, all the way until right now, August in 2019. So. Seeing that progression through YouTube, customers are going to be able to see that. Wow, he's really, because it's dated on there 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, the video. Yeah. So it's like, oh man. And you just see if they watch video one and then watch video number, whatever's the last one is, they're going to see that whole transformation, which is going to be like, wow, these people really know what they're doing. It's documented over years, and so I think that YouTube Instagram does that too. It's a timeline, it's a portfolio of your whole thing, but I don't think it delivers the same way YouTube does when you go to the videos. The video gives such a different interaction.
Play though, even though Instagram is, but think about it, YouTube, you're going to spend 3 to 4 hours. First, you got to know how to edit.
Yeah, it's a very long,
2 or 3 hours editing your video. If you do it on an iPhone, I think it just be so much easier. So just start with your iPhone and a lavalier mic.
iMovie.
Keep it moving until people are saying otherwise. And really, a lot of those close-up shots that you guys see, more detail shots, is from the iPhone. Yeah. You probably didn't even realize that's the only way I can actually see the screen and push. Some of the videos are like, I can't see what you're pushing. It's like, because the line of sight is so narrow that I have to.
My eyes and your eyes can't be in the same spot. My eyes need to be in, and people do not understand that. So, YouTube is the best platform
to explain what you do. And to me, transparency wins the game. All these people that are trying to hide, come to these events, and I'll teach you. We're always transparent. Well, if you comment and you ask
a question, here's the answer. It's up to you to do what with that answer to do it, and that's where I think we don't get too pressed on that because it's going to be up to the person. If they put in the work, it's going to be like, man, you actually took that tip and ran with it. That's awesome. Or
Yeah.
You asked for another question and still didn't do anything with it. So
I do recommend, though, people doing research on social media. If you're absolutely new to social media or new to a business, and business social media is different than you running your Snapchat.
100%.
So get with somebody. I mean, I will say the Mega Media event, I don't know the pricing or any of that stuff, but because they're Dent guys actually doing it, they weed through all the stuff. Mike came to the Stanliner event and he did a 1 hour little like kind of tips based on the Mega Media event.
Yeah.
And I had a whole page of notes that he had. And so I haven't heard any reviews. I haven't really exposed myself to the actual full Mega Media event. But
why is that?
I don't know. I'm more of an action type person. And so I don't know.
Do you feel it's not needed, or do you feel that you are zoned into your
it's
creative way that you don't want to
because I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm not just doing it and just going, oh, it's done. I'm doing it. I'm looking at the analytics. I'm actually really diving deep into my stuff.
You're already running your own media event every day.
All that stuff. Right. And so I do pick up, I mean, it was a bunch of apps he showed me. I'm like, yo, that is cool. There's a little before and after app.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been in it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Not saying I don't need that. I still go to events that talk about marketing, but I feel like I always get like little snippets, not the whole picture.
Yeah.
So for me, on a cost thing, just on time being outside, you gotta look at the cost of the
event, the travel,
and
all
then
logistics
the money
with
missing
it
too, and then all what we're trying to do here with manage 9
doesn't really allow for that time.
Right.
You haven't been on vacation. I think we talked about the other day.
It's coming though. I want to go eventually, but it's like, man, every time it comes up, it's like I have so much work to do, and we're not like backlog of videos. Like we're recording, editing, and putting them out. So it's like we don't have like 16 videos just in queue. So
because we're constantly using the cameras, we're constantly. I mean, they're always out. We're always trying to curate stuff. And so I think just to kind of wrap all of it up, I think that YouTube for business is number one.
But it's a lot of time.
Long term,
it's a lot of time.
Short term, Instagram.
Short term, Instagram. And then watch out for Pinterest. I just did an article. Pinterest is actually goes YouTube, Facebook-ish, Pinterest, Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah, Snapchat somewhere in there.
And Pinterest, I think we've talked about before. I think the stigma is dominated by females, and I think that's slowly changing. It's starting to really, really change. A lot of DIY stuff on there. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of DIY stuff is on there. There's a lot of, I think automotive's kind of breaking into it before, where it really wasn't like that. So that's cool good to know. I think YouTube for Instagram. I think YouTube for business, Instagram for business, and then, like you're saying, Pinterest.
Yep. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you love the new setup here. And don't forget to visit our sponsors, Mobile Tech RX, Dentcraft Tools, and Blim Tools, guys. We'll see you on the next video.
See ya.
Peace.